What if I told you there's an invisible thief in your life? This thief doesn't break down your door. It doesn't pick your pocket. It lives inside your daily routine, your mindset, and your habits. And it is silently siphoning away tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars from your future. You feel it, don't you? That feeling at the end of the month when you check your bank account. You got paid. You worked hard. But the number is lower than you expected. Again, you ask yourself, where did it all go? It wasn't one big, disastrous purchase. It was 1,000 tiny, invisible cuts. Death by 1,000 financial paper cuts. In this video, we are going to turn on the lights. We are going to unmask the 15 most common habits that are secretly stealing your wealth. And I'm not just going to point them out. For every single one, I'm going to give you a simple, actionable strategy to take back control starting today. Because your wealth isn't just about having money. It's about having freedom, security, and the power to build the life you actually want. So if you're ready to fire that invisible thief and become the CEO of your own financial life, stick with me. This might just be the most important 25 minutes you spend all year. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so as well. Together, you can help us reach 20,000 subscribers. I can count on your support. If you've already subscribed, please leave a comment stating that you have done so. Thank you. Alright, let's get right into it. We've broken these 15 habits into 3 categories to make them easier to digest. The mindset traps, the spending sinks, and the lifestyle leaks. Let's start with the foundation of it all, your mind. Habit number 1. The I deserve it mentality. First up, the most seductive trap of all. The I deserve it mentality. You had a tough week at work, so you deserve that $200 dinner. You closed a big project, so you deserve that new gadget. Now hear me out. You absolutely deserve to be rewarded for your hard work. The danger is when I deserve it becomes an excuse for impulsive, unplanned spending that derails your long-term goals. It's a short-term dopamine hit that you pay for with your long-term freedom. The thief here isn't the treat itself. It's the lack of intention. The fix, the planned rewards system. Instead of impulsive treats, build rewards into your budget. Create a guilt-free spending or reward fund. When you hit a goal, you use that money. This way, you're still rewarding yourself, but you're doing it intentionally, without sabotaging your future. Habit number 2. Financial illiteracy. This one is huge. We're taught algebra, history, biology. But for most of us, nobody ever sat us down and explained compounding interest, Roth IRAs, or how to read a credit card statement. Willfully ignoring this is like trying to navigate a foreign country without a map or a translator. You're going to get lost and you're going to get taken advantage of. This thief steals your opportunity. It's the thousands of dollars in interest you could be earning but aren't. It's the high-interest debt you're paying because you don't understand how it works. The fix. Dedicate 30 minutes a week to learning. That's it. Watch a YouTube video like this one. Listen to a podcast on your commute, or read one chapter of a personal finance book. Start with the basics. Budgeting, debt, and investing. You don't need to be Warren Buffett. You just need to understand the rules of the game you're playing. Habit number 3. The scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset believes there's a limited pie, and you have to hoard your tiny slice. This leads to 2 destructive behaviors. 1 being penny wise and pound foolish. Like driving 30 minutes across town to save 50 cents on gas, wasting your time and fuel. 2, it makes you afraid of spending money on things that can grow your wealth, like education, a good computer for a side hustle, or investing. The fix. Shift to an abundance or value mindset. Instead of asking, how much does this cost? Ask, what is the return on this investment? This applies to more than just stocks. Is the $100 online course going to teach you a skill that could earn you thousands? Is the $15 healthy lunch going to give you the energy to be productive all afternoon, versus the cheap $2 junk food that makes you crash? Spend money on things that provide outsized value. Habit number 4. Fearing the talk. I'm talking about the money talk. With your partner, your spouse, even with yourself. Ignoring your finances because it's awkward or stressful is a guaranteed way to let problems fester. Misaligned financial goals are one of the top reasons for conflict in relationships. This thief is misunderstanding. It steals relationship harmony and the power of teamwork. Two people working towards a shared goal are exponentially more powerful than two individuals secretly drifting apart. The fix. Schedule a money date. Once a month, set aside a low-pressure time to talk about finances. Frame it as a team meeting for Us Incorporated. Talk about your wins, your goals, and your challenges. No blame, no shame. Just a collaborative check-in to make sure you're both rowing in the same direction. Habit number 5. Glorifying the grind over smart work. We have this culture that glorifies working 80 hours a week. The grind is great, but if you're not also focused on increasing your value per hour, you're just running on a hamster wheel. Staying in a comfortable low-paying job because you're afraid to ask for a raise, learn a new skill, or look for a better opportunity is a massive wealth thief. The wealth being stolen here is your earning potential. Your single greatest wealth-building tool is your income. Neglecting it is like letting your best tool rust. The fix. Become a student of your industry. What skills are in high demand? What certifications could add 10% to your salary? Schedule a meeting with your boss to discuss your career path and what you need to do to get to the next level. Always be learning, always be looking to increase your value.
Okay, we've reprogrammed our mindset. Now let's look at where the money is actually flowing out. Welcome to the spending sinks.
Habit number 6. The daily small purchase. You know this one. The $5 latte, the $3 energy drink, the $12 lunch. It's just a few bucks, you say. But let's do the math. $5 coffee 5 days a week is $25 a week. That's $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. But wait, the real theft is opportunity cost. If you invested that $1,200 a year, over 30 years with an average 8% return, that's not $36,000. It's over 36,000, $150,000. Your daily coffee is literally costing you a 6-figure retirement fund. The fix. The rule of 3. Before you make a small, recurring purchase, ask yourself, can I make this at home? Can I have it less often, say, twice a week as a treat? Can I find a cheaper alternative? This isn't about deprivation. It's about conscious choice. Habit number 7. Subscription creep. Streaming services, gym memberships you don't use, software trials that turned into monthly fees, that fancy subscription box. They are silent killers of your budget. Companies design them this way. A small, forgettable monthly charge that adds up. This is the ultimate set it and forget it wealth thief. It's financial autopilot, but the plane is flying straight into the ground. The fix. Conduct a subscription audit tonight. Go through your bank and credit card statements from the last 2 months. Write down every single recurring charge. For each one, ask, did I use this in the last month? Does it bring me significant value or joy? Be ruthless. Cancel anything that doesn't make the cut. You can often save 50-100 a month instantly. Habit number 8. The convenience tax. Food delivery when you have a fridge full of groceries. Pre-cut vegetables that cost twice as much. Paying for the closest, most expensive parking garage because you're running late. We pay a massive, invisible tax for convenience. Sometimes this tax is worth it. Time is money. But when it becomes a lazy default, it drains your resources. You're paying a premium for a lack of planning. The fix. The 15-minute future you rule. Take 15 minutes on a Sunday to plan for your future self. Pack 2 lunches for the week. Lay out your clothes for the next morning. Plan your dinners. A tiny bit of planning eliminates the vast majority of convenience tax situations and saves you a fortune over time. Habit number 9. Impulse buying triggered by everything. This isn't just seeing candy at the checkout anymore. It's the link in bio, The targeted Instagram ad for a product you were just thinking about, the Amazon one-click buy. Companies spend billions of dollars to master the art of making you buy things you don't need right now. The thief here is emotion. They trigger your fear of missing out, FOMO, your desire for status, or your need for a quick fix. The fix, the 24-hour or 30-day rule. For any non-essential purchase over a certain amount, say $50, don't buy it on the spot. Put it in your cart on a wish list or write it down. Wait 24 hours. For bigger purchases over, say, $200, wait 30 days. 9 times out of 10, the urgent need for it will have vanished. You'll have separated the emotion from the decision. Habit number 10. Brand loyalty over value. We are creatures of habit. You buy the same brand of laundry detergent, coffee, or insurance that your parents did, or that you've always bought, without ever checking if it's still the best value. Brands count on this inertia. Loyalty is a great trait in a friend, but it's a terrible financial strategy. You're paying a loyalty tax for a product that is often chemically identical to the generic version. The fix. Become a value hunter. Once every 6 months, challenge one category of your spending. Is your car insurance still the best deal? Run an online comparison. Could the generic version of your pain reliever or cleaning supplies do the same job? Try it once. A little bit of research can lead to permanent, recurring savings. You've been enjoying the content so far, please click the like button. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and help us reach 2,000 subscribers. We are on our way there. Can I count on your help if you already subscribe? Comment. Subscribe. Just go ahead and comment. Subscribe. Thank you for doing that now. That you've commented. Let's continue. Okay, we've covered the mind and the daily spending. Now let's zoom out and look at the big picture. These are the lifestyle leaks that can capsize your entire financial ship. Habit number 11. Keeping up with the Joneses and the Kardashians. Your neighbor gets a new car, so you start feeling like yours is old. Your friend posts vacation photos from Italy, and suddenly your local beach feels inadequate. Social media has put this on steroids. We're no longer just comparing ourselves to our neighbors, but to the curated highlight reels of thousands of people. This is perhaps the most dangerous wealth thief of all, because it has no ceiling. There will always be someone with more. It's a game you cannot win, and it leads to lifestyle inflation that eats every raise and bonus you ever get. The fix. Practice curated consumption and gratitude. Unfollow accounts that trigger feelings of envy. Mute them. Replace them with accounts that inspire you or teach you something. Secondly, start a simple gratitude practice. Every day, write down 3 things you are genuinely grateful for that have nothing to do with money. This retrains your brain to see the wealth you already have. Habit number 12. Not negotiating. This applies to everything. Your salary, your cable bill, your credit card interest rate, even a used car. Many people are too afraid of hearing no or seeming cheap to negotiate. But companies have negotiation built into their pricing structure. They expect you to ask. A simple example. Not negotiating your starting salary. Let's say you could have gotten an extra $5,000. That's not just a one-time loss. Every future raise, which is often a percentage of your base, will be smaller. Over a career, that one 10-minute conversation you were afraid to have could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. The fix. Do your research and ask politely. The key to negotiation is information. Know the market rate for your job. Know what competitors charge for their cable service. Then just ask. A simple script works wonders. Is there any flexibility on that price? Or based on my research of the industry standard, I was hoping for a number closer to X. The worst they can say is no. Habit number 13. Neglecting your health. This might seem out of place, but it's one of the biggest financial habits of all. Eating poorly, not exercising, and skimping on sleep has massive financial consequences. The costs are everywhere. Higher medical bills and insurance premiums down the line. More sick days, which means less productivity or even lost wages. Lower energy, which prevents you from pursuing a side hustle or being present with your family. You're stealing from your future health, energy, and money. The fix: treat health as a financial investment. You don't need a fancy gym. Go for a walk. Do bodyweight exercises at home. Prioritize sleep. Learn to cook a few simple, healthy meals. Think of every healthy choice as a deposit into your future wealth and happiness account. Habit number 14. Using debt as a tool for consumption. There's good debt, like a sensible mortgage or a student loan for a high-earning degree. And there's bad debt. Bad debt is using a high-interest credit card to buy things you can't afford. Clothes, dinners, vacations. You're paying 20% or more on top for an item that is losing value. It's financial quicksand. When you use consumer debt, you are literally paying to make someone else rich, the credit card company. You are paying for yesterday's happiness with tomorrow's income. It is the opposite of investing. The fix: the if I can't buy it with cash rule. For all non-emergency depreciating assets, if you can't afford to buy it today with the money in your bank account, you can't afford it. Full stop. Use credit cards as a convenience tool to get points and build credit, but pay the balance in full every single month. No exceptions. Habit number 15. Ignoring your future self. This is the habit that underlies all the others. As humans, we are wired to prioritize our present needs over our future needs. Your future self feels like a stranger, so spending $50 today feels much more real than saving $50 for some old person you'll become in 40 years. The thief here is a lack of connection. If you don't care about your future self, why would you save for them? The fix: make your future self real. Write a letter to your future self, describing the life you hope they have. What does their house look like? Where do they travel? How do they spend their days? Read it regularly. Another trick: use an aging app to see what you might look like. It sounds silly, but studies show that creating a tangible connection to your future self dramatically increases your ability to save for them. You're no longer saving for a stranger. You're taking care of you. So there they are. 15 of the most common insidious habits that steal your wealth. If you recognized yourself in a few, or even a lot of these, I want you to do one thing: breathe. This is not about shame. This is not about making you feel bad. This is about awareness. Because you cannot change what you do not acknowledge. The single most important takeaway from this video is this: building wealth isn't about deprivation. It's about intention. It's about shifting from being a passive passenger in your financial life to being the pilot in the cockpit, making conscious decisions that align with your true goals. You now have the map. You know where the traps are. Your journey starts with changing just one habit. Not all 15. Just one. So my challenge to you is this. In the comments below, tell me the one habit from this list that you are going to start tackling this week. Is it the subscription audit? The 24-hour rule? The money date? To ensure your success, take these 3 important steps. 1. Like this video. 2. Subscribe to this channel. 3. Turn on the notification bell. You can also buy me coffee from the subscription. Declaring it publicly makes you accountable, and reading other people's comments will show you that you are not alone in this. We are a community here, building our best lives together. And if you found this video valuable and you're ready to continue your journey to financial freedom, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're going to be diving deeper into investing, budgeting, and building intentional wealth in future videos, and I don't want you to miss it. Thank you for investing your time with me today. Now go fire that thief and start building the wealthy life you deserve.